Shabelai Namaskar, Taphailai Kostacha. Mero channel mo peri sagatcha. Kitimi Ajay Malay Sojamcha. If you don't remember me or you're new here, I'm Oyao Theresa and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So yes guys, it's been a while since I don't post any reaction video about Nepal. So today I'm gonna be reacting on a very interesting video today, which entitled Buffalo Sacrifice for an 8-year-old Goddess, Nepal's Newari. So I just hear about Newari, the goddess, right? So I've been reacting on this I guess 1 year ago. So I was really curious about this. So guys, I hope you will enjoy this video for today. So without any further ado, Herna Suru Guru.
In this video, a village sacrifices a whole buffalo cooked up for an entire community, all in honor of a living goddess who's only 8 years old.
How can a goddess exist?
But first, let's back up. Nepal is home to over 1 million Newari, a people native to the Kathmandu
I've
Valley.
been reacting on this 1 year
In
ago.
Newari tradition, young girls, often under 5 years old, are elevated to the status of goddess. Then they're worshipped for their special powers. Powers I'll soon discover.
I'm told the Kumari cannot walk. Why is that?
Today, I'm on a mission to experience unique, often unexpected Newari food.
Yeah,
Is this
I
like a
just
drinking
also
food?
seen
It
this.
is Newari food and liquor, it goes together.
Well, I go together with liquor too.
And I'll find out if being treated like a goddess at age 5 could damage you for life.
I was Kumari for almost 10 years. I think it was the life of a princess. I always say that.
And then once it all ends, how do you adjust to that?
But first, breakfast. Hidden behind this humble facade are some of the most beloved Newar dishes in town.
I'm excited to be here. It is cold, but this food is steaming hot.
Here, Newar-born Salesh introduces some of his favorites.
Which one should we start with?
I would say with chatamari. Actually, they also call it the Newari
I just
pizza.
seen
That's
this.
a good way to sell it to Westerners.
Yeah.
Mustard oil and batter spread out on a flat pan to form the base of this Newar pizza. Carrots, cucumber, garlic cloves, tomato, coriander leaves, peas, and an egg create the vibrant toppings. Elevate the flavor with salt, pepper,
tasty.
sesame, and cumin powder.
Looks
Then close the
tasty.
lid and let the heat finish the job.
Cheers.
Cheers. What do I do? It's huge.
Just take a bite.
I got to eat my way to the inside because that's where all the flavors are. Oh, this rice batter is so interesting. It's so thick and bready, very dense. A perfect breakfast treat because it's very carby, but there's still the egg in the middle. Super flavorful. It's hot, and there's a load of cumin on here too, right?
Newar cuisine developed over centuries among the Newars of Kathmandu. It's not Nepali, it's not Indian, it's something all its own.
We don't put many spices. It's always with red chilies, cumin, but it gives you the right punch, right amount, I would say. This is our favorite. We all love bara.
Bada.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Bara kickstarts with a mustard oil glazing on a pan, then lentil batter spread out like a pancake. The chef tops it with an egg, garlic, tomato, a handful of scallions, coriander, and a pinch of cumin powder.
I wish I could try those.
Put a lots of sauce.
It's a different experience completely from the other one. It's crispy and almost gritty a little bit because of that dal. It's a different type of texture, but very enjoyable. And that gravy is nice and savory, a little spicy, plenty of egg on there too.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good breakfast. I'm here today with you because I want to learn more about the Newari people.
Most Newars can be classified as both Hindu and Buddhist, as many of their practices collide. The most bizarre ritual of them all can be found here in the city of Patan.
My understanding of Hinduism is that there are thousands or even millions of
Yeah,
gods.
yeah.
And when I think of a god, I think of something kind of abstract, something maybe that could be depicted in a photo or in a statue. But today, we're going to meet a god.
Yeah.
Believing God.
Kumari, the living goddess, is a girl worshipped by Hindus and Buddhists in the belief that she is the reincarnation of Taleju, the patron goddess of Newar people. Today, in her honor, we will sacrifice an entire buffalo for a community feast, a feast she's not allowed to attend. I'll find out why soon.
It's breakfast complete. We've come here, a very local slaughterhouse. On one side, they have the holding area where they have several live buffalo, and when the time comes, they take one at a time into this room.
Using the traditional method, the butcher covers the buffalo's eyes before striking a final blow, sending its spirit to the gods.
I don't think I've ever been to a place where people eat as much buffalo as here. That, of course, is because there's a large Hindu population here. In the Hindu religion, the cow is revered. But here, with the buffalo, it's game on.
Buffalo sacrifice happens throughout the year in the Newar's many religious ceremonies. At least 100 recipes use the animal's flesh, innards, brains, eyes, blood, and tongue. From the slaughterhouse, the buffalo meat and offcuts are sent to a community kitchen. Here, they'll turn into a lavish meal under the watch of these women. Celeste and I get to try the first bites.
That's the biggest plate of steak tartare I've ever seen in my life.
So this is called kachila. La is meat, kachi is raw.
So I've had steak tartare many times. When I've had it, especially in Japan, they'll cut it with a knife, and here it's been processed just through a meat processor. You know, if there was any bacteria in there, it would just mix around and it would touch all the meat everywhere. I'm sure it's fine.
It is.
Ground buffalo meat is mixed with salt, garlic, cumin seeds, red chili powder, and fenugreek seeds. Finish this raw meat dish with a surge of hot turmeric oil. Plate and garnish with scallions.
Wow.
I want to see how big of a piece you take. I gotta gauge.
Me, I love it, so I'm gonna take a big piece.
Oh, it feels a bit warm.
Probably that's from the hot oil, but again, it's not cooked.
No, it feels gummy. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's not cooked.
Very soft texture, gummy, different from the usual steak tartare that I've had because it's been
Only
finely
the-
ground. So it's
what's
very
this
soft,
one?
almost like a
Hard oil
meat paste
with
rather
it?
than chopped meat. But the flavors are very nice. I had something similar when I was in Istanbul, but literally half the meat was spices. But here it's 95% meat and just a bit of spices. I taste chili powder,
not
I
too
taste
much.
cumin, and it's kind of oily too, so it slides right down. In a moment, we're about to go meet the Kumari. Before we go there, I want to know what are the ground rules?
Yes, absolutely. There's a rules in this.
The Kumari tradition is believed to have started around 300 years ago by the last Malla king of Nepal.
When you get there, you're not supposed to turn back. So if you want to go out, you just have to take a step back.
Walk backwards.
Yeah. If you want to take a picture of her, and you cannot use your flash.
Okay, can I talk to her?
Yeah, but she would not reply.
Like most of the ladies in my life. Okay.
Yes, they never talk. They just talk
Today,
at
there
their
are only
parents
10
or
specially
families.
qualified Kumaris in the Kathmandu Valley. Among them, this 8-year-old girl sitting on a throne inside this temple of Patan.
But some of the vloggers, they
Inside
never
Patan's
told
most visited Buddhist monastery, we find the Kumari carried out and placed on a throne by her father. As Celeste and I get down on our knees, we spontaneously enter a puja, a ritual to worship the living goddess. Bell ringing and chanting are powerful tools in a puja used to dispel negative forces and invite the divine.
You sprinkle the rice 3 times on her feet.
In Hinduism, rice grains hold great spiritual significance.
So you have to offer the plate to the Kumari.
While flowers often mean good health, wealth, and prosperity in Hinduism, red cloth represents purity.
You can light this one.
Fire is lit using a ghee lamp, symbolizing the victory of knowledge over ignorance. The puja ends with the living goddess granting us her blessing with a tika placed on the forehead.
Hello?
Hello?
Thank you for having us here. Very exciting, interesting place to be for me. I have a lot of questions. How old was your daughter when she became a Kumari?
Mihira is the daughter of Niraj and Mohini.
That time she's 5 years.
She was elected as the Kumari of Patan City in 2018.
How does that process work to become a Kumari?
Government put the notice, Patan living goddess is out. Anybody interested, give your children.
Only girls from certain families can be Kumaris. Here, it has to be this specific caste, Vajracharyas.
The Kumari selection process is intense. Buddhist priests pick young girls with outstanding aesthetics. She mustn't have lost any teeth or shed a single drop of blood prior.
How did you feel when you found out your daughter was going to be the Kumari?
We are concerned, also we are priest. We are just not a living goddess, father and mother, we are the priest.
Niraj and Mohini had to give up their jobs and move to this temple. Now, their everyday life is devoted to taking care of the Kumari, performing various pujas in her honor and welcoming believers to this room.
She can't go outside.
Her day-to-day life is all in this house.
The living goddess only leaves her temple for religious festivals, at which time she'll travel in her parents' arms.
Why can she not walk outside?
As she's considered as god of blood, she's not supposed to lose any fluid. So if she's walked around, if she gets wounded, she loses blood.
So then at what age does she stop being a Kumari?
When she has her period,
Yeah.
Do you think a child becoming a goddess, being worshipped for many years, and then becoming kind of a normal person again, do you think that would be a difficult transition for a child, for a girl?
Perhaps only a former Kumari could answer such a question. Gladly, I'll be meeting one soon who will join us for a meal.
Were there times that you just wanted it to end, or didn't understand, or lost your patience?
In the meantime, we've got a village to feed.
Cooking's almost finished. Soon we're gonna share everything with the community here, but there are a couple things that are in short supply, specifically the brain. A lot of meat, only a little bit of brain, like a bodybuilder.
The precious buffalo brain is boiled then portioned. A hot wok receives a generous helping of mustard oil, then turmeric. Then pieces of the brain descend into the golden liquid, frying to a crisp.
Oh, that's a big chunk. The inside looks a bit creamy and moist, and the outside is crisped up a little bit. Not a strong flavor, just tastes like a little bit of salt. Are there many seasonings on here?
just salt and cumin powder.
But I like it. It's a fun preparation because it's just different than gooey brains, which is what I've had many times in Southeast Asia. This has some texture. It's like eating potato chips. It's not at all like potato chips. I don't know why I said that.
Next on the menu, stir-fried buffalo blood.
Do you know what you get when you mix the blood with the brain?
Not really.
A stroke.
Yeah.
The Newars usually strain the blood using the bits that haven't coagulated. The remaining portion is called white blood. You may know it as plasma.
The red blood, it's more dry. This is why we don't prefer the red blood.
This is mixed with turmeric, ginger, and garlic. Pour the blood mixture into a wok of mustard oil and stir until it solidifies into a blood crumble.
Whoa. It almost tastes like ground beef or, maybe ground buffalo.
But then you also get the taste of ginger and garlic.
This is so strange, but with the cumin in here and with the fact that it tastes a little beefy, this would be great inside of a taco,
Yeah.
which is not what I was expecting at all. When I saw a blood crumble, I thought it was gonna be much more irony. Not irony at all. Oh, that's so good. So we just came back from meeting the Kumari. This was an interesting, slightly bizarre experience for me. I've never seen anything like it, and I'm trying to understand it. For you, how old were you the first time you saw a Kumari?
I think I was like 5, 6. It was during a festival. She's there, she blesses the people.
The Kumaris hold a crucial spiritual role, not only in the Newari society, but all over Nepal. Even the Nepali royal members and country leaders come to receive blessings from the living goddess.
People have faith that if they worship her, things will get better. Sometimes instead of going to the hospitals, we go to do a puja, which is an offering, right? It is considered that she has powers to heal.
But sadly, she doesn't possess the power of agency. Can a girl so young possibly understand what's being asked of her? Or does such an obligation create long-term damage? To find out, I'm sitting down with Theresa, a former living goddess who reigned for 10 years.
Thank you for joining us. Are you hungry?
No.
Oh God, we have a feast. What do we do?
Festive Newar gatherings like this mean lining up in rows where folks patiently wait to be served.
Or just seen this.
I've heard that you don't really eat outside. Is that true?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I'm a former living goddess, and as a goddess, I had some strict rules and regulations, which does not allow me to share food with others. So I'm kind of used to with the same rituals.
Does that mean you've never gone to a restaurant?
No, I have gone to restaurants with my close friends, but not sharing food in one plate.
Do you see how she subtly lets me know we're not close friends?
No.
I'm just teasing. Can I eat this?
Yeah, please.
It's not gonna make you jealous?
No.
Our entry point into this festive meal, buffalo meat. But instead of
No, I
roasting with
really love
charcoal
the
or a
way
gas
they
stove,
like,
tradition
you
here
need
means
the way they
firing up
cook.
a
It's
tangled
really
pile of hay.
They cook.
Once finished, it's cut down to size. then flavored with chili powder, turmeric powder, ginger, and garlic. Finally, a touch of mustard oil and scallions.
You want some too?
Yeah.
Because if I'm the only one eating, that's gonna get really awkward. I mean, I'll still do it.
The best piece.
Oh, that's really good. Similar flavors to other stuff we've had today, but a completely different cut of meat, full of protein. Not much fat, but great texture. It's spicy.
Yeah, the Newari people, they generally like spice with a lot of oily stuff. This is one of the very common and popular and one of the most delicious items in Newari food.
This is called beaten rice. What has this rice done to deserve to be beaten?
It must have done something bad in...
No, what I mean is, how do they make it?
Beaten rice. They're rice grains that are steamed, roasted, then pounded until they're flat.
Take a bit of beaten rice, put a piece of this, and then I'll...
Like all about the texture, right?
Yeah.
The flavor of the meat, but the crunchiness of the beaten rice. That's lovely. Do you know what this one is?
Wow.
This one is called shapu micha. Sho means the bone marrow, and micha means a pocket.
Oh.
This is a tedious but underrated Newari creation. Each leaf of buffalo tripe is stuffed with a bud of bone marrow and tied shut with a thread. The juicy meat pockets are deep fried in a beloved mix of mustard oil and turmeric powder.
Wow. It's very delicious, super, super rich. I mean, the stomach's already really fatty, but then a lot of fat comes out of it. I mean, bone marrow. I need beaten rice. It's so fascinating that they would take the time to use a stomach like a little pocket. And I've seen other cultures do that, where they'll take something, put it in the whole stomach. But here they've made little pockets out of different parts of the stomach, stuffed it with that bone marrow. Very intense. I like it a lot. Is this the type of food you had growing up?
Yes, being a Newari girl, you grow up with all these foods.
Chanira, now 27, was appointed as the living goddess of Patan, starting at the age of 5.
Did you even know what that meant at that age?
No, I was very young at that age, so it was only later that I realized that I was a special person for the society.
Like all Kumaris, she spent her childhood confined within the temple.
It feels like a heavy duty, like an obligation, which for a young child might take some time for them to get used to. Were there times that you just wanted it to end, or didn't understand, or lost your patience?
Not really. Actually, I enjoyed what I was doing. You see, people as in media, they tend to show that the Kumaris, they do not have a social life. Like, they are locked inside the four walls, they cannot show their emotions, they are deprived of education and all the basic rights. I think the Kumaris now, they are really, modern. Like, in the morning, they have their duty to fulfill as a ritual. But when she's out of that room, she can laugh, she can play. Also, she can get education if she wants to learn music, technology, everything is brought inside her house for her. So I think it was a life of a princess. I always say that. Everyone treats you as a goddess. So they do not, scold you. They kind of try to fulfill all your wishes.
Even your parents don't scold you?
No, they need to treat me as a goddess. I'm not as their daughter.
And then once it all ends, how do you adjust to that?
Adjusting was a bit difficult because for 10 years I had one kind of lifestyle, being a goddess. But the next day when you have to act as normal and you don't know what being normal is like, I had to start everything from beginning, like, walking in the streets, bargaining in a shop, everything. It was kind of hard in the first few months of transition, but there are also good parts that the Kumari life taught me. Being a Kumari, I was individually tutored by one private teacher who would focus all her attention on me. Because of that, I could excel in, my academics, and that has made me even more stronger to adjust in the modern world.
Do you think you had special parents, special teachers, or do you think you had a typical Kumari experience similar to the other Kumari girls?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, similar to other Kumari girls.
Would you like this tradition to go far into the future?
Kumari culture is very unique to our country. Like, she is the center of faith for so many people here. So yes, definitely.
Best Ever Food Review Show is a small team of independent creators, and everything we do here works because of you guys. Click the link in our description to join our Patreon and receive exclusive benefits. A peace. Goddess could not exist without both the Hindus and the Buddhists. So it's a collab. They're so juicy. Frying it makes it even more juicy somehow.
But this one is not fried.
Oh no, I'm gonna kill myself.
These days, even Newari people don't eat that much of spicy.
Is there a tractor? Like, oh, there's literally a tractor? Guys, that is the end of our second video here in Nepal. From here, we are leaving Kathmandu, the capital, and we are hitting the road. And where we're going, we don't need roads. Actually, we do, but probably they will be half built or falling apart. And so we have a 4x4 vehicle. It's gonna be a long ride. That is it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this video. To me, it was a fascinating topic. And I was like, oh, I think this. Wait, no, I think this. And then now I'm very confused and I don't know what to think. I hope you enjoyed the food too. I did for sure, because I actually got to eat it and not just look at it through a screen. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. All right, you know, I was not a goddess or a god, but in high school, I was given best dancer my senior year. Best dancer. Can you believe it? Not bad.
So, all right. So, this is really amazing, guys. I really love to watch his vlog. So, I've been watching his vlog lots of time, and I was really amazed because especially when he eat, I really love to watch him. So, today I really learned lots of things. So, as what I told you, to tell you honestly, I'll been reacting lots of vlog about Nepal, about the tourist attraction, but sometimes this skip the video, like important things, they skip it. And I was really amazed to watch this video because he also give you more information, more knowledge about the culture. And yes, to tell you honestly, guys, I was really like Newari culture, tradition, religion. It's really interesting. There are lots of things that we need to know. This is really, I really love to learn more about this Kumari. And yeah, this is really cute. I mean, I really love to know their culture, the religion, because I guess this is really interesting. So yeah, guys, that's all for today. I really enjoy watching his vlog. I really love it. So I hope you enjoy this video too. So guys, thank you so much once again. I'm Oyao Theresa. May God bless you and have a nice day.